guys, if you are an agency running multiple social media accounts, then I think you can try to play around on this tool that I'm currently using. So this tool is not just a social media scheduler, but what I really like about this is it has a collaboration thing that I think would be super helpful to make your social media strategy more cohesive. So, okay, without further ado, let's begin. 1, 2, 3. So this is how it looks when you log into the Content Studio. And as I said, I really like about this because it's not just a social media scheduler, guys, but it also have a collaborative features, which I think is super perfect if you are running an agency, okay? I'm gonna walk you through how that works, how you can configure that one so it makes sense to you. Now, when you see this avatar in here, just click that drop-down area and you will see this team members, okay? I'm gonna walk you through first on this so it makes sense to you. Okay, on the team members option, you have an option to add a new team member. Now, what is exciting about this is they have this interesting role that you can add. So when you add a team member, you can either make them as a team or a client, okay? And on top of that, there is also an option where you can add them as a collaborator or an approver, okay? So the collaborator can edit the post, can do a comment and do other things as well, depending on the settings that you configured, okay? Now for the approver, this is the very limited access so far. They can only view your posts and access the planner, but they don't have option to edit it, okay? This is super perfect if you have multiple agencies, you have multiple brands, and you are running different social media accounts, okay? So if that is a client, then I would suggest that you assign them as an approver, okay? So in the approver section, you will be asked what are the social media accounts that they can only access. So is it an Instagram? Is it a Twitter? And if you have multiple social media account, okay, so of course you don't want them to access the other Facebook account. So you can simplify them. What are the accounts that they can only access, okay? Now, once you already configure the right permission for your client and for your virtual assistant, it's time to create a post and configure your social media planner, okay? Now let's go back to the dashboard, and then you can click the create post section or this one, okay? So now let's dive into Composer. And then I created these options in here because we only have one workspace, and then every campaigns I just created, if this is a different account, this is a different account, and this is a different account. But if you don't have problem with the budget, then I would suggest to create another workspace station, because in the Content Studio you have an option to create another workspace. I like this tool because number one, it is affordable, so you can pay. You can get it for a one-time fee. So normally a social media scheduler, you will be asked to pay monthly, but this scheduler, they have a promotion where you can access their tools in one-time payment only. But this will change, so make sure you check my link description below to get access on that. If in case the offer is not yet available, you can still get cheaper discount versus on just going to the website. But this will be additional cost for you. So the workaround for that is you create a separate campaigns per account, okay? So let's say, for example, we will be managing this account. So the name of the account is this one. Now, to do that, just click the social media post, okay? And then let's say I'm going to choose this one, and then I will add a post. So let's try to add another post in here. Okay, this one, and then let me grab some blurb. Now let's go to the main part, okay, to the highlight. the collaborative feature. Okay, now let's say you are not really the final approver. Okay, you have the idea what social media content you want to post for this week, but it needs a final approval, especially for the verbiage. So what you can do is just click the draft, or you can actually set it to add queue or scheduled. And then there is an options here called needs approval. So basically, this will not be published until the approver will approve your post, okay? So let's just set it to draft for the meantime. And then I'm gonna take this needs approval, okay? And then send to approval, and you will select to whom you want to approve your post. Now I'm gonna ask this account, so that's me, and then I will put a note. Please check the final note. Please check the verbiage test. Okay, and then I will send this one. So okay, let's click that one. Go, okay, so as you can see in here, you will see that the status is already in review. And if you go into the planner section, you'll see that these are already, this one is in draft mode, and this one is in review mode. So there is an I thing in here, okay? And then if I go to the email, the approver will receive an email something like this. I haven't seen this in other social media platforms. They do have some disadvantages, like they temporarily disabled the Pinterest scheduling. It was available before, but they have an issue with the API, and they temporarily disabled it. Okay, so blah blah blah, you need an approval, so click the review content, and then the approver can, let me just sign in for a while in here, hold on. So this is like the feed view, okay? So he will see, or the approval will see your message. This one, okay, there's still no message, but you should be able to see this in here, my note, which is please check the verbiage. Now, the approver can approve, or she can just put a comment, like change the, this is her comment, and he will click the add comments. Now, in this part, if I go to my email, okay, you receive a comment about the approval, okay, and if you go to the calendar option, okay, actually, let me just click that one. Okay, so this one, so I'm gonna click this. So if I click this, you'll see that there is a comment thing in here. Okay, so remove the trends hashtags. Okay, I'm gonna remove the trends hashtag. Okay, once I already remove the trends hashtag, I can then ask him again if this is already okay, or it is already good for scheduling. And then I can just remove this needs approval if it's already ready and schedule the post. It will help you to maintain the quality of your social media content. So I want to know your feedback as well, if you like that tool, or do you have any other social media tools that has better features compared to this?